Hey Switch fans, welcome back to SwitchTop. The Switch 2 rumors are heating up, but before we move to new hardware, there are some amazing games you absolutely need to experience on the original Switch. These are the games that defined this generation and show what the Switch does best. Let's count down the top 25 Switch games you must play before the Switch 2 arrives. The 100 line, Last Defense Academy is a gripping blend of tactical RPG and visual novel from the minds behind Danganronpa and Zero Escape. You play as Takumi Sumino, one of 15 students trapped in a school under siege by monstrous school invaders. The twist, you have exactly 100 days to defend your academy. Battles take place on strategic grid-based maps where every action uses precious ability points. Timing and positioning matter, especially when triggering powerful voltage abilities or desperate last defense moves. Outside of combat, you'll spend free time training, exploring, and deepening bonds with your classmates, all of which influence how your story unfolds. With a whopping 100 possible endings, your choices carry real weight. The game's mix of intense strategy, relationship building, and a branching narrative makes it a must-play for fans of emotional storytelling and high-stakes decision-making. It's part survival, part strategy, and all heart.
敵を効率的に殺しまくってボルテージが 100% 以上溜まったら必殺技で広範囲を一気殲滅それが戦闘の基本ね
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze might have started life on Wii U, but it found its true home on Switch as one of the best 2D platformers ever made. The story is simple. The Snowmad Vikings have frozen Donkey Kong's tropical island, and he needs to reclaim it with help from his family, Diddy, Dixie, and Cranky Kong. What makes this game special is the incredible level design that constantly introduces new ideas. You'll ride minecarts, swing through treetops, and swim through underwater caves, with each level offering unique challenges. The different Kong partners give you special abilities. Diddy lets you hover with his jetpack, Dixie gives you an extra high jump with her hairspin, and Cranky bounces on his cane like a pogo stick to cross spikes. The game is genuinely challenging but never unfair, with secret bonus rooms and puzzle pieces hidden throughout for completionists. Mario and Luigi. Brothership brings the beloved RPG series back after a long hiatus with a nautical adventure that has the brothers sailing across a mysterious archipelago. The story kicks off when Princess Peach receives a strange map leading to legendary treasures, but naturally, Bowser steals it and sets sail, with Mario and Luigi in hot pursuit on their own ship. What makes the gameplay special is the timing-based battle system where you control both brothers simultaneously, pressing A for Mario's actions and B for Luigi's, with perfectly timed button presses, boosting your attacks and helping you dodge enemy moves. As you explore islands, the brothers use team moves to solve puzzles. Mario might hammer Luigi into the ground to access narrow passages, or Luigi might launch Mario to high ledges. The ship customization adds a new layer as you upgrade your vessel with cannons, special equipment, and crew members who provide various bonuses. The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. 3 might be the third game in its series, but it serves as a perfect new starting point in this incredible JRPG franchise. The story follows Rian Schwarzer, now a military academy instructor leading a new Class 7 of students, while political tensions rise across the continent. What makes this game special is its incredibly detailed world building. NPCs have their own stories that develop after each story event, making the world feel truly alive. The turn-based combat happens on grid battlefields where positioning matters, with a link system letting characters perform powerful follow-up attacks together as their relationships strengthen. The Brave Order system lets you issue tactical commands that change the flow of battle, like temporarily boosting everyone's attack or eliminating enemy buffs.
You're mine!
My turn!
Strike!
It's down!
It's mine!
Bayonetta 3 delivers the most over-the-top action experience on Switch, following the stylish witch Bayonetta as she battles across multiple dimensions against man-made bioweapons called homunculi. The core gameplay is all about fast, fluid combat where you chain together punches, kicks, and gunshots while dodging enemy attacks at the last possible second to trigger witch time, a slowdown effect that lets you unleash massive damage. What makes this third game special is the new Demon Slave feature that lets Bayonetta directly control her summoned demons like Gamora and Madama Butterfly as giant playable characters, completely changing the combat flow. You'll also play as new character Viola, who uses a sword and has different timing for activating her version of witch time. The game constantly throws new ideas at you. One moment you're in a traditional action battle, the next you're piloting a giant kaiju through a cityscape or playing a side-scrolling shooter section. Ori and the Will of the Wisps proves the Switch can handle breathtakingly beautiful games with its stunning hand-painted art style and fluid animation. The story follows Ori, a guardian spirit who journeys to find a lost owlet named Ku after they're separated in a storm. What makes this Metroidvania special is how movement itself becomes a joy. Ori's controls are incredibly responsive as you leap, dash, and grapple through the gorgeous forest environments. Unlike many games in the genre where combat feels separate from exploration, Ori's abilities flow seamlessly between platforming and fighting, with a weapon wheel letting you switch between different attack styles, like a spirit sword, bow, or hammer. The shard system acts like a customizable perk tree where you slot in different abilities based on your playstyle. Some help with combat, others with exploration or resource gathering. Super Mario Bros. Wonder reinvents 2D Mario platforming with the most creative and surprising entry in decades. The story takes place in the Flower Kingdom, where Prince Florian has been kidnapped by Bowser, who's fused with a powerful Wonder Flower to become a flying castle. What makes this game revolutionary are the wonder effects that transform levels in completely unpredictable ways when you touch a Wonder Flower. Pipes might grow legs and walk away. The music could change to singing enemies. Gravity might flip, or Mario could transform into a Goomba or balloon. The new power-ups include the elephant form that lets you smash blocks and spray water, while the returning classics like Fire Flower get new twists. The badge system adds another layer of customization, letting you equip special abilities like wall jumping or starting levels with a power-up. Metroid Dread marks Samus Aran's triumphant return to 2D after a 19-year wait, and it was absolutely worth it. The story picks up after Fusion, with Samus investigating planet ZDR after the Galactic Federation receives footage suggesting the deadly X-parasites still exist. What makes this game special is how it perfectly balances the traditional Metroidvania exploration with new stealth horror sections featuring the EMMI robots, nearly indestructible machines that hunt Samus through designated zones, creating heart-pounding chase sequences where a single mistake means capture. The controls feel incredibly fluid, with new abilities like the slide and flash shift dash maintaining momentum, while the counter system adds depth to combat encounters. Fire Emblem, Three Houses revolutionized the tactical RPG series by adding a deep social simulator to its strategic battles. The story casts you as a professor at the Officers Academy within Garegmek Monastery, where you must choose one of 3 student houses to lead, each with unique characters and a storyline that dramatically changes the game's second half. The tactical grid-based combat continues the weapon triangle system, where certain weapons have advantages over others, but adds new wrinkles like gambits, special team attacks, and battalions that support your units. What makes this game truly special is the calendar-based school life between battles, where you teach students to improve their skills, build relationships through activities like sharing meals or choir practice, and recruit students from other houses. Every decision affects your students' growth paths and the relationships between them, which in turn influences battlefield performance.
Had to be done. I'll go.
Chained Echoes proves that indie games can deliver JRPG experiences that rival or exceed the biggest names in the genre. The story follows a group of heroes from different nations who become reluctantly entangled in a continent-spanning conflict involving ancient weapons, dragons, and political machinations. What makes this game so special is how it takes classic JRPG elements but fixes common frustrations. There's no random encounters or grinding needed. Battles move quickly with a unique overdrive system that rewards skillful management of attention gauge, and every party member remains useful throughout the entire adventure. The class system lets characters equip different grimoire shards to learn skills from various job classes, creating incredibly flexible customization options. The game world blends fantasy with steampunk elements, letting you eventually pilot a customizable mech suit that changes both exploration and combat. Astral Chain puts you in the shoes of a rookie police officer in a futuristic city where humanity is threatened by interdimensional creatures called chimeras. What makes this game truly unique is its combat system. You control both your character and a tethered creature called a legion at the same time. Think of it like controlling two fighters at once, creating awesome combo opportunities as you position your legion on the opposite side of enemies to perform chain attacks, or wrap the tether around enemies to bind them in place. Between the high-energy battles, you'll investigate crime scenes, solve puzzles using your legion's special abilities, and talk to witnesses in surprisingly detailed detective sections. You can customize your character's appearance and unlock different combat styles for your 5 different legions, each with unique abilities like a sword legion for slashing attacks or an arrow legion for ranged combat. Luigi's Mansion 3 follows Mario's scaredy cat brother as he must overcome his fears to rescue his friends from a haunted hotel. Each floor of the high-rise hotel has a totally different theme, from a medieval castle to a natural history museum to a disco dance floor, filled with ghosts to capture and puzzles to solve. The star of the show is Luigi's upgraded Poltergust G00 vacuum, which now has new moves like a slam attack to smash ghosts into the ground and a suction shot that can pull on objects from a distance. The game's best new feature is Gooigi, Luigi's gooey green clone that you can switch to at any time. Gooigi can squeeze through bars and pipes to reach new areas, but melts in water, creating clever puzzles where you need to use both characters. Pikmin 4 brings Nintendo's adorable strategy series to new heights as you control tiny plant-like creatures called Pikmin to help rescue castaways on a mysterious planet. The story puts you in the role of a space rescue team member who crash lands and must work with the local Pikmin to find survivors while rebuilding your ship. What makes this game special is how you command different types of Pikmin. Red ones are immune to fire, blue ones can swim, yellow ones conduct electricity, and so on, to overcome obstacles and defeat creatures much larger than yourself. The big new addition is Ochi, your faithful space dog companion who completely changes how you play by carrying heavy objects, transporting large groups of Pikmin, and even swimming across water with you riding on his back. The controls are super intuitive, especially in handheld mode where you can use touch controls to direct your Pikmin precisely where you want them. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate lives up to its name by bringing together every fighter from the series' history, plus new additions for the biggest crossover fighting game ever made. The basic idea is simple: knock your opponents off the stage using attacks that send them flying further the more damage they take. What makes Smash Bros. Special is how it brings together characters from dozens of different game franchises. Mario can fight Cloud from Final Fantasy, Solid Snake from Metal Gear, Sonic the Hedgehog, and even Minecraft Steve. Each character has a unique moveset that often references their original games, like Link using bombs and arrows, or Pikachu unleashing lightning attacks. The game features over 100 stages with hazards you can turn on or off, and countless items that can turn the tide of battle. Pokemon Legends. Arceus completely changed what a Pokemon game could be by taking us back in time to an ancient version of the Sinnoh region when people were still afraid of Pokemon. You play as one of the first Pokemon researchers, building the region's very first Pokedex by studying Pokemon in their natural habitats. Unlike traditional Pokemon games, this one features large open areas where wild Pokemon roam freely, and you can catch them by actually sneaking and throwing Pokeballs in real time without always battling first. If you do enter battle, the combat is still turn-based, but with a new twist. Faster Pokemon and moves can act multiple times before slower ones get a turn. The game focuses on completing research tasks for each Pokemon, like seeing them use certain moves or catching different sizes, rather than just gym battles. Metroid Prime Remastered brings one of the greatest games of all time to Switch with stunning updated visuals and improved controls. The story follows bounty hunter Samus Aran as she investigates a space pirate base on planet Talon 4, which has been corrupted by a mysterious substance called Phazon. What makes Prime special is how it translates Metroid's two-dimensional exploration into first person without becoming just a shooter. It's still about exploring interconnected areas, finding power-ups that let you access new regions, and discovering the story through environmental clues rather than cutscenes. Your visor is key to both combat and exploration. The combat visor helps you target enemies. The scan visor reveals information about the world and creatures. The thermal visor sees heat signatures, and the X-ray visor peers through certain surfaces. Super Mario Odyssey takes Nintendo's famous plumber on his biggest adventure yet, traveling to diverse kingdoms in pursuit of Bowser, who has kidnapped Princess Peach and plans to force her into marriage. What makes this game revolutionary is Cappy, Mario's sentient hat companion who gives him the power to capture enemies and objects by throwing his hat at them. This capture mechanic completely transforms gameplay. You can become a Goomba to walk in formation with others, possess a frog for super high jumps, control a tank to blast away obstacles, or even become a T-Rex to smash through rocks. Each kingdom you visit has its own distinct theme and gameplay style. New Donk City puts you in a realistic urban environment, while the Sand Kingdom has you exploring ancient ruins and riding Jaxi lions across the desert. Paper Mario. The Thousand-Year Door brings the beloved GameCube classic to Switch with updated graphics while keeping the charm and gameplay that made fans beg for this remake for years. The story follows Paper Mario as he travels to the mysterious port town of Rougeport after Princess Peach sends him a map to a legendary treasure. Upon arrival, he discovers Peach is missing and embarks on a quest to find both her and the treasures hidden behind the legendary Thousand-Year Door. What makes this RPG special is its unique battle system that takes place on a theater stage with an audience watching your fights. Perform well with time button presses during attacks and defenses, and the crowd goes wild, giving you power boosts. The paper theme affects gameplay in creative ways. Mario can fold into a paper airplane to glide across gaps, roll into a tube to slip through bars, or turn sideways to slip through narrow passages. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition brings the overlooked Wii U gem to Switch with enhanced visuals, expanded content, and crucial quality of life improvements. The story begins when Earth is destroyed in the crossfire of an alien war, with only a few colony ships escaping, including New Los Angeles, which crash lands on the mysterious planet Mira. You play as a custom character who wakes up from stasis with no memory, joining the exploration team Blade to help map the planet, find resources, and search for a missing part of your colony ship. What makes this game extraordinary is its truly open world. 5 massive, distinct continents filled with creatures ranging from tiny insects to skyscraper-sized beasts that you're free to explore from the beginning. The real game changer comes when you earn your Skell, a pilotable mech that transforms both exploration and combat, eventually gaining the ability to fly and access previously unreachable areas.
Assault hammer! Flame grenade!
Super Mario Party Jamboree takes the top spot by delivering the ultimate party game experience that brings friends and family together like nothing else on Switch. The game features over 110 mini-games and 7 game boards that each have their own special rules and events. The basic idea remains the same as always. Roll dice to move around board game-like maps, competing to collect the most stars by the end of the game. What makes Jamboree special is how it combines the best elements from past Mario Party games while adding new twists. The Partner Party mode lets you team up and move freely around grid-based boards, while the River Survival mode has 4 players paddling a raft together through rapids while playing cooperative mini-games. Animal Crossing: New Horizons became a worldwide phenomenon during 2020, and it's still one of the best Switch experiences today. The game starts with you moving to a deserted island through Tom Nook's getaway package. What makes this game special is how it follows real-world time. The game changes with actual seasons, has different activities based on the time of day, and celebrates real holidays with special events. The core gameplay loop has you collecting resources like wood, stone, and iron to craft furniture and tools, catching bugs and fish to fill your museum, and gradually transforming your empty island into a personalized paradise. You can reshape rivers, create cliffs, build bridges, and design your own home inside and out. The game introduces many villagers, animal characters with unique personalities who move to your island and become your neighbors. Hollow Knight might be an indie game, but it delivers one of the most complete and satisfying gaming experiences on Switch. The story takes place in the fallen bug kingdom of Hallownest, where you play as a small, silent knight exploring the ruins and uncovering the mysteries of what happened to this once thriving civilization. The gameplay is classic Metroidvania. You explore interconnected areas, gain new abilities that let you reach previously inaccessible places, and fight challenging bosses. What makes Hollow Knight special is its tight, responsive controls. Your knight moves exactly how you want, with a simple but deep combat system focused on timing your nail, sword strikes, dodging, and using special abilities. The charm system lets you customize your playstyle by equipping different combinations from 40+ charms that dramatically change how you play. Some increase attack power, others let you heal faster or shoot projectiles. Kirby and the Forgotten Land brings Nintendo's pink puffball into a full 3D adventure for the first time, and the result is pure joy. The story follows Kirby after he's sucked through a mysterious vortex into a post-apocalyptic world where the Waddle Dees are being kidnapped by beast-like creatures. What makes this game special is how it translates Kirby's classic copy abilities into 3D while adding the new Mouthful mode, where Kirby stretches his body around large objects like cars, vending machines, and even water to take on their properties in hilarious and useful ways. The level design perfectly balances exploration with action. Each stage has hidden Waddle Dees to rescue by completing challenges like finding secrets or defeating mini-bosses. As you save more Waddle Dees, you'll rebuild their town, unlocking mini-games, shops, and arena battles. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe isn't just the best-selling Switch game ever, it's the most complete and polished racing game on the system. This enhanced version of the Wii U original includes all DLC tracks and characters from day one, plus new additions and a completely revamped battle mode. The game's core racing feels perfect with karts that drift exactly how you want them to, responding to every slight adjustment as you power slide around corners. What makes this version special is its sheer content. With the Booster Course Pass DLC, it features a massive 96 tracks and over 40 racers from across Nintendo franchises. The anti-gravity sections let you race on walls and ceilings, completely changing how tracks can be designed. The item system keeps races exciting with power-ups that can turn the tide of a race, while smart steering and auto acceleration options help newcomers enjoy the game without frustration. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 takes our top spot by delivering the most ambitious and emotionally powerful JRPG experience on Switch. The story is set in a world where two nations, Keves and Agnes, are locked in an endless war where soldiers have only 10 years to live, fighting to fill their flame clocks with enemy life force. You follow 6 characters, 3 from each nation, who become fused together and discover the dark truth about their world. What makes this game special is its incredible real-time combat system, where positioning and timing special attacks creates a satisfying flow, with the unique Ouroboros transformations that temporarily fuse 2 characters into powerful forms with devastating abilities. The class switching system lets any character learn any fighting style, creating countless team combinations as you recruit more companions. There you have it, 25 incredible Switch games you absolutely must experience before the Switch 2 arrives. Each one shows something special about what made this console great. Which of these games have you played already, or which one are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. Until next time.